Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, you get the whole 9 yards for this. Are we? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Old Atlanta, Classic Atlanta Legacy. Hell, it's one of them. You name it. Season opener for the HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series, Season 11. Going to be a good one right here. Cannot wait to get her done in my home state here in Georgia. You're going to see it all live here on Motormouth Broadcasting. Good evening, folks. I'm Redneck announcer Jake Reeves, my good buddy Jim Cunningham, co-commentating and producing here tonight. Jim, buddy, I'll just be honest with you. I'm so emotional. Hell, I'm stuttering. I'm all over the damn place. I am so happy to be back with these guys right here. They wanted it. You called down the thunder. I mean, we're here, baby. That's what old Kurt Russell said in Tombstone. You called down the thunder. Well, here we are. I can't wait to get this season back going.
That's right. Yeah, no, man, I'm excited to be back with you. Well, hold on, my mic's half.
Get tick issues. Get tick issues. And
there we go. All right, so we should be good now. Yeah, man, I'm glad to be back with you. Look, I'll tell everybody. I even messaged you this afternoon, and well, actually, I messaged you like last week and was talking about how excited I was to get going. Then I messaged you again earlier today. Hell, I love this series. I love these guys, and I love working with you, and we have a lot of fun. And so, yeah, I'm super excited to be here, and we're running Classic Atlanta. You and I have had this conversation before. You're a big fan of the new Atlanta. I like this greasy, slick, old version. So I'm excited to be here right off the bat. I think it's going to be fun. And we got a lot of new drivers in this series this year. Probably not everybody will be here tonight because there's some big football game or something going on. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've heard about it or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, so we'll probably be missing a few guys, but you can expect the field size to be significantly larger this season. And from what I heard, there's some fast guys in here. They said that some of these guys from last season are gonna have their hands full with these new guys.
Yeah, Jim. I mean, this is going to be really interesting. By the way, the big football game you're talking about is the toilet bowl going on right now, where apparently nobody knows. I mean, honestly, I'm sitting here. I got it in the background right now. Nobody knows how to score a touchdown. They can't even get it in the end zone. They can't even score. They can kick a field goal. They can go through the uprights, but they can't score. I'm just going to stop right there because there ain't no telling where the hell that's going to end up. But anyway, qualifying is underway.
Oh.
Lucas Wright right now got the pole right now with a 30.692. Jim, you were talking about this a second ago with the with the new Atlanta and the old Atlanta. There's always a debate between a lot of these drivers. Some actually prefer the old Atlanta. Some prefer the new, and I like the new Atlanta because it gives you the super speedway kind of feel.
Sure.
But this old Atlanta right here, this right here is everybody's bread and butter. Everybody's raced here. If you've been on iRacing, I love the old version as well. Just prefer the super speedway just because, the Talladega Daytona kind of mindset. But this place right here literally used to be the fastest track in NASCAR because they didn't run restrictor plates. They were literally hauling the mail going into turn one, damn near 210 mile an hour or whatever. If you could get the, or how they got them set up and cranked it and everything else. So very, very worn out racing surface that these old boys is going to have to get around tonight. They honestly, they are going to have to save their tires.
Yes.
They can't go hauling the mail around here if they want to be able to be successful here tonight and have a shot to try to win this race here for the season opener.
So the reason that I like this place so much is because, as you know, I like tracks that wear your tires out, that you got to go search for a groove, that you can run all over the racetrack. Not that Atlanta is the best version of that. There are tracks that are better as far as being able to run all over the place, especially those tracks that got progressive banking or whatever. But what I do love about this place is I don't know. It's nostalgic for me. That old worn out track where they're running right up next to the wall, and visions of Dale Jr. back in the day, and even prior to him, like his dad and those guys running right up there next to the wall. I don't know. It's just brings back those old nostalgic vibes for me.
Yeah, I mean, it really does. I mean, and this place honestly brings back nostalgic vibes for me, as I mentioned a while ago, right here, great state of Georgia with the Georgia peaches, how we roll around here and everything else. But I mean, I've been to races with the new surface, with the old surface. I've been going to races for over 20 years and everything, and this was one of the stops where me and my dad would go to some of these races. And it would be at Atlanta, it would be at Talladega, racetracks like that. And certainly here at Atlanta, right there, you saw a glimpse of it. And there, at one time, when I was real young, we actually got, pit passes or something like that to go in before the race.
Mm-hmm.
And this tower, this right over here in turn number 3, right there where that grandstand is.
Yep.
We came in through the tunnel and everything else, and you can look up at that. And I got to tell you right now, it's one of the craziest things I ever saw from the infield at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's not there anymore, but it used to be with the old configuration and everything else. And I'm telling you, it looked like these turns is like standing straight up. I know the 33 degrees of banking, we talk about it, Talladega, Daytona, all that. That they honestly look like they're standing straight up, and they really do. But here at Atlanta, believe it or not, even with this old surface, it really does look like it is a 90-degree wall, like straight up in the air when you see them. It's crazy to see that, and crazy to see the kind of speeds that we could see here this evening.
Yeah, no, I am so excited. I don't dislike the new Atlanta. I just love the fact that, we still have old classic Atlanta, and I love the fact that they chose to run it. We're just about out of cars out there to qualify. We still got one truck left here. We'll keep it on him. This is Joe Flack. So many new names out there. You and I are going to struggle with these new paint schemes and figuring out who everybody is for a race or two. But man, I can't be more excited. They opened up their recruiting a little bit, and they invited some higher I-rating guys in. And this is going to be a great season, man. And if these new guys can even get close to the driving standards that we've seen in over the last season that we were here, it's going to be crazy good this year.
Yeah, it is going to be crazy good this year. As you see, the Joe Flack attack is back, working his way around Atlanta Motor Speedway as well. 1.5 miles in length. Yeah, the Flash. Yeah, the Jumping Jack Flash, but it was
the Jumping Joe Flash.
Black Flash, or hell, whichever one of them ends up working out. 1.5 miles in length. Obviously, Hampton, Georgia. I have no idea why they call it Atlanta Motor Speedway, because it's I don't know, 30, 40 miles south of Atlanta, Georgia. I have no idea why they called it that. They should just called it the Georgia Motor Speedway or Hampton Motor Speedway.
To be fair, they call Road Atlanta, and it's not in
nowhere near it.
No, it's 40 or 50 miles outside of Atlanta.
It really is.
It is, yeah.
Northeast of it, you damn right it is, going towards South Carolina. It really is. Braselton is where that is. So
I'll tell you what, let's look at the schedule here while we got a minute. These guys are done on track, so let's look at what we're going to be doing this year, which I have to say I am pretty excited about this schedule. They skipped a lot of the what you might call cliche tracks, the ones that everybody runs every year. One thing that's not going to sit well with you is that there's not a super speedway on here this year.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes and no. I mean, you got Michigan right there. Technically, that could kind of somewhat be a super speedway. Then obviously Nashville super speedway, but yeah. Anyway, but Michigan could be that super speedway.
So
I am very hurt. Yeah, I
degree,
mean,
yeah.
absolutely. Could, maybe the draft and everything else, but yeah, it does hurt my feelings a little bit that
I know.
Talladega or Daytona ain't on there.
I know.
That hurt my feelings. Whoever made it up, BJ. Oh, hang on a minute.
Scott. Yeah, Bobby Joe, one of them.
Yep. Already, first part of the season. We got beef.
Wow,
Can't believe y'all wouldn't put a Talladega or Daytona. We ain't even dropped the green flag, and we already got beef. This is sad.
We're not even 15 minutes into this thing yet. We already got beef. All right, so let's. We got a new grid this season. I can actually control it now, so you can work at your own pace this year. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this schedule here, and let's line them up, and we'll start this grid early just in case, and we'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Round 1, season 11. Here we go. Lucas Wright, a new name here with HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series, and Austin Cornprost. 95, Lightning McQueen going to try to make a run at it. Be starting from the outside of row number 1. Right behind them, it's going to be Vincent Short. Like we talked about, some new names that you're going to be hearing here tonight. Vincent Short starting in 3rd. Rusty Robinson at their Buchanan Resort. I ain't got the holler from apparently Jim, but anyway, he'll be rolling off from the outside of row number 2. Row number 3, you will find last season's champ, Scott Cassidy. Will he be as dominant this season as he was last season with the amount of trucks out here? Going to be something to really be watching out for. And Matt Yoakum's cousin, William Yoakum. I'm just kidding. I'm not real sure if that's really who it is, but William Yoakum.
That'd be cool.
Rolling off. It would be really cool. Somebody get with him, see if it really is. William Yoakum rolling off outside row number 3 in P number 6. Row 4, Bobby Joe, Bobby Lane Jr., going to try to make another crack at it, try to win the title this season. And Bud Light Mike still got the Bud Light on there. He has not swapped to another alcoholic beverage. Hey, that's his beer. We'll take it. Bud Light Mike rolled off on the outside of row number 4.
Look, I don't think you get a name like Bud Light Mike and there's any potential that you're going to change beers. You know what I'm saying?
You might.
No, I don't think so. You don't get a name like Bud Light Mike and then you'd be a guy who's going to change.
Yeah, but how do we know? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. BJ Lane III rolled off from P9 here tonight. Obviously,
new sponsor, by the way.
One of them that was consistent there. You see it right there. Big time new sponsor. We'll be talking about those sponsors, new sponsors here with the league just a little bit. And Betty Jones rolled off on the outside of row number 5, and we are not done yet. Ronald Robertson right back here on the outside of row number 6. To his inside is Troop Holden, a new name. Number 27, got the Terry Labonte throwback going on. Row 7, right behind them, you'll find Dan Cullison, one of the names from last season. Alan Moore, 2 drivers from last season. Season 10 of the HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series. Row 8, find Reed Leonard, Steve Harrison rolling out there in P16. And we may end up having to go through this rather quickly because they only got 1 lap before we get going here. Trevor Queensberry, Joe Flack, making up row number 9, row 10, Charles Unruh and James Lovejoy. Sorry if we pronounced the name wrong, but we'll get it learned. We'll get it lined up for you. Frank Caruso, pretty cool name right there, P21. James Borden got the Sting colors going on in P22. Brandon Wrestler, Jason Coffey, making up row number 12. Right behind him, row 13, you find Nicholas Maynard. Trying to get up there with old, he's good buddy Lightning McQueen and Ryan Perone, 25th, 26th. And we ain't done yet. William Martin and Andrew Lohmeyer probably going to start and park it here tonight for row 14 as the pace truck is off. Damn, we got it all in. Season 11 of the HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series. We are live, Motorbath broadcasting on Atlanta. Let's get her done right here. I tell you what, Jim, this series has a tendency to go green right off the bat. First time for the season. Let's crank it up, Jim. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Heart Motorsports Truck Series is back. Thank God. We love it, and we mean it. Right here, working its way down the back chute. Awesome field that we're seeing right here. 28 of them. Here with the Heart Motorsports Truck Series. It looked like Andrew Lohmeyer, Ryan Perone didn't even start. They must be worried more about the toilet bowl going on. Brandon Ressler 3 laps down, so Nicholas Mader, the last one on the lead lap. Lucas Wright gonna slide by Scott Casadave. Jim Casadave took the lead, got around all of them. Now Wright's gonna go back down to the inside, take that shot. Here comes Bobby Joe, gonna take a shot at his teammate Scott Casadave at 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's a typical Casadave move, really. You know, he likes to get up there, lead a lap, and then he's going to settle in and start saving his stuff. And, you know, very, very classic Scott Casadave kind of move. He's not going to get up there and try to lead every lap unless it's no issue for him. But at a place like this, you can believe he's going to lay back and save them tires and probably manages fuel a little bit too, but although I don't know that fuel's going to be the issue tonight here, I'm pretty sure it's going to be tires, if anything.
Yeah, absolutely. We already got our our kind of a update. What BJ Lane was saying. Estimated 46.8 laps, or more or less call it 47, because these guys are going to be lifted out of the gas a good bit, 45 to 48 on that pit window. You mentioned it right there. 4 tires at a pit stop, basically, if it's completely empty. As well, the tire wear is going to be the big factor right here, Jim. We talked about it as well. Obviously, 2 green, white checkers, cautions, and black flags called by iRacing here with Heart to Heart. They get a fast repair, and there's 3 sets of tires right here with these old boys. But the best lap this week was a 30.6. Okay, it was a 30.683. Vincent Short's already busted that down, had a 30.648 already.
Yep.
Still in that vicinity, but at what point did he burn his tires up to get that? We'll mention it. This place is like a straight-up cheese grater. You will eat your tires alive. If they're able to go all the way to that 45 to 48 window, you're going to have to at least pit twice, at least. If they can stretch it, some of them may try to clutch it and everything else and try to make it to 50. If you can make it to 50, you are going to be in a perfect position to try to one-stop this sucker and be able to make it all the way to the end.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, I got to believe that with this many cars in the field, and we don't know the driving standards of every one of these guys yet, I mean, to be honest, they wouldn't be here if they couldn't drive pretty well. They're not going to keep guys around that's going to cause a bunch of wrecks. So, but my thought is, old Atlanta, you go 50 laps on a set of tires, somebody's going to wreck. It's just there's too many cars out here. Somebody's going to get loose and lose it somewhere along the way. Because this place, your tires fall off here after about 10 laps. It ain't no joke.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, we're already starting to see those lap times already drop to about a second, give or take, maybe just a little bit off. Fastest lap will give you an idea for Vincent Short. Or matter of fact, we're looking right here at Lucas Wright battling for the lead right here with Austin Cornpros. Their fastest laps was 30.6s. They have already dropped down to 31.4s. They have already dropped 0.8, more or less, call it a second within those 10 laps, like you were talking about, Jim. Some tire wear is already dropping through the floor. We talked about this as well. And a lot of drivers in real NASCAR, a lot of them were sitting there saying, don't repave it, don't repave it, don't repave it. Granted, it's made entertainment waves as far as the super speedway model that it is today, but a lot of drivers, they didn't want this place to go because of how wore out it is and slick it is. And it's one of those driver tracks to be able to get in there and try to manhandle that, whatever you're driving. It's, you're able to manhandle it. That's what a lot of drivers in real life didn't want this to go. But, I mean, it had to, Jim. I mean, the damn track was coming up in pieces. It was wore out. It was broken apart. They had to do something. So it is unfortunate, but it's good that we got it right here on iRacing, though.
I love that. I love that. I do agree that it had to happen. And, look, the reality is you got to follow the money, man. And, you could say that about so many things in life. The most popular races, the ones that draw the biggest crowds, the ones that draw the biggest TV ratings, are those super speedway races where everybody's packed together and it's super exciting for the whole race because anything can happen at any second. Those are the races that are the most popular. And so, it made sense that they kind of turned Atlanta into that, yeah, I mean, like I said, we've still got it here in iRacing, and we get to see the old version of it. And personally, I love tracks that the tires go away fast, from an entertainment standpoint, because it brings out the real drivers. It makes you go find a spot where your truck can run. They got to hold on to them. They're a handful, especially with the new aerodynamics. You got a mixture of a car that you get behind somebody and the car won't turn because of the aero on the front nose. But then you got a situation where the tires are so bad that it's more than likely ridiculously loose, unless it's your front right that you wore out. Then of course it won't turn even more. I love this kind of racing.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely do too. As you already see, Bud Light Mike getting a little bit loose right there off of the exit turn 4. Alan Moore tried to slide by him, and that's what we're going to see. And here's the part that I love right here. We saw a little bit of it right up the road with, drivers, multi-groove. This is, the beauty of it right here. This is the beauty of the old Atlanta Motor Speedway. You got guys that can run right on the bottom, down in the cellar where Grandpappy has the moonshine from Granny, which is where Ronald Robertson's running. And you got Bud Light Mike running right up against the top of the wall. And Alan Moore actually was running right there in the middle. So, I mean, straight up multi-groove, 9 ways to Sunday. The big thing I always was able to experience is you see Alan Moore right here working this outside lane. Oh. Now also you see right there, there's Lucas Wright working his way, trying to get around Vincent Short. 2 new names here with Heart to Heart Motorsports. But Lucas running that top side off of turn 2, you can get a hell of a run coming off of turn 2 if you do it right. And even sometimes off of turn 4 you can. I've always been the top in 1 and 2 and the bottom of 3 and 4 is how you want to do it. But you got to be flirting with that wall. Like, you got to be high side tickler line. You got to tickle that. You got to tickle the fancy up there that wall. And Lucas tickled it too damn hard. He taps the wall. He come down, almost took out Short. Now Scott Cassidy is going to go by. BJ Lane's going to go by. Rusty tried to go by as well. He tickled it a little bit too much. He tickled it just like you tickling your nose. It just sneezed all over him and shot it back there. Now we got a spin, and now Lucas goes around in the grass. Ronald Robertson gets involved. No caution. Lucas Wright going through the grass.
Yeah, both of them go, oh, no. Now it's go, oh, no. Oh. Golly, that's, oh, man. Yeah, we got a caution now.
Or will we?
Well,
no caution. Still green. Now there's the caution. Boy, they delayed that one.
Wait a minute, what? Yeah, no, there's no way that would go bring out a caution there. That's one of them situations, man. Like, my initial take on that is they were both trying to save it, and there wasn't going to be a caution, and they were trying to get back on the track, and he lost it. And then we got the big one, All right, let's go back up here to this.
I mean, you called it right there. It was the big one. I mean, really, it all started really off of turn 2.
Yeah.
When Lucas Wright slid up, got up into the fence, tried to straighten it back out, and then Scott got by, BJ got by, Rusty and them was going by. And then it looked like, Lucas just kind of ran out of room in the 71, slid up, ping-panged with the wall a little bit,
and it was
game over after that. Ping-panged.
He ping-panged it. Yeah, that's what I thought he did.
Yeah, ping-panged it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, ping-panged it, and then unfortunately Ronald Robertson just hit his bystander. Let's see what happens. All right, here's the accident.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, this is off turn 4. He slid down.
Oh, this is already,
He ended up spinning himself. There's Ronald right there cutting it through the grass. Lucas tried to dirt track it, doing a little bit of I guess you could say landscaping duty, and then Ronald just cuts it right. Oh damn, Lucas almost got to bam. Ronald Robertson got a double hit. That was a double take. Got hit in the back end, come back up and got nailed in the back end again.
All right, let's see.
What's this date right here? Good Lord.
So, right there, I think the best move is just to stop the truck, but then this is where it goes south, and we start losing. A lot of guys just had, he did get a double whack, didn't he?
Same guy too. Same guy.
Yeah,
the first same guy hit him first, and then he double whacked him pretty much.
You gotta hate it when you get double whacked right off the bat like that, But
that's mafia terms right there. Getting whacked and you get double whacked. That's game over right there.
Well, it was kind of mafia-esque right there anyway. It was a little bit. Let's see. So that was so I hadn't even talked about it yet, okay? And you don't know this about me. We've never talked about it. And one of my favorite cartoon characters of all time was the Pink Panther. I freaking love the Pink Panther. So I'm not even sure what his name is yet. All these new guys, but I think it's William Martin. Okay, he's running a Pink Panther. He's running a Pink Panther paint scheme on that thing, and I love the Pink Panther. Okay, so and that was him that got into Robinson twice. Not that it was his fault, obviously. But I think that that situation there to me just says that he should have just kept his just puts foot on the brakes and go ahead and because now everything's way worse off than it was, and we don't have fast repairs in this league, so
they do.
Oh, they do have one.
Actually.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. I got one. Well, he just burned it.
Okay, yeah.
He just burned it. So. But the bad thing about it, though, Jim, I think he was actually trying to slow down. But when they cut it through the grass, like him and Lucas did, both of them were bouncing damn hard.
That's true.
I think when he jammed it down and he was trying to get it wound down, I think when he got in the air, it might have landed wrong with the aid of Ron Robertson. And it just cut right. And it was game over after that. He just shot straight right. And game over. He shot it right, come right up in front of William Martin. And Martin just straight up ended up laying him out. Going back to green inside the restart zone, Corn Pros, Bobby Joe up here, they lead it. Vincent Short, the fastest driver here in Atlanta as far as time goes of 30.648, as we mentioned. He's going to slide right by Bobby Joe, or Scott Castanave, rather. So Scott Castanave sitting in the third spot. Corn Pros trying to take off and leave him. Vincent Short trying to get chased right behind him. That's Bobby Joe. That is Bobby Joe.
Yeah, that's Bobby Joe. He just changed his colors this year. You gotta get used to the new colors. Yeah. Castane's still running that Alan Tillery Chevy, but of course, he's constantly changing paint schemes. But yeah, he's back there in fourth. But yeah, that's Bobby Joe in some new colors this year. He got away from that white, and he's got a much brighter truck this year.
Yeah, I mean, I wished I would have got the heads up on that one. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate you letting me know you changed your paint scheme. Well, you're looking like Scott out here. I guess, hell, if you can't beat him, join him. I guess that's what he's trying to do, make his paint scheme kind of look like Scott's. And here comes Vincent Short. Down to the inside, Corn Pros up top, almost hit the outside retaining wall. BJ Lane to third, got a flip-flop, come up here to fourth. Corn Pros up top, going to ride that high side tickler line and hopefully not end up like Lucas Wright did a while ago. Short on the inside. Short not able to get clear. Corn Pros gets the run. He'll battle back on the outside, middle way down the back.
Well, that's the thing. Like you talked about earlier, man, you can get such a run on that high side here if you can hang on to it. But, you're flirting with danger up there. But some guys' trucks, they work best up there, and those guys love that line. I'm a high side guy. I like to run right up next to that wall. Junior always said that when he did it, the reason he did it was because when he started pushing and it goes up the track to hit the wall, you ain't got that far to go, and it doesn't do as much damage. That's what. No, I mean it is. That's what Junior always said about it. And of course that's coming from the same guy that retired because of concussions. So there's that. So maybe that's not the best advice.
Damn.
But well, it's true.
Wow.
I mean, he did. You know, I love Junior. I watched a documentary about his dad on I don't know, maybe Netflix or something. It was like a four-part series about his dad and relationship.
I did. I watched that earlier.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Obviously, big fan. If you just joined, or if this is your first broadcast with us, obviously, big fan of Dale Jr. Always been a big fan of him. I mean, he's my favorite driver and everything. Yes, even though he don't even race anymore, still a big fan of him.
Oh,
but
I love him. I love his
you,
podcast, man. I mean, he's still doing a lot of great things for the sport. I mean, he really is. He's also a voice of reason sometimes, you know, like some of this crazy crap that they're trying, and Junior's out there like, you don't need to do that. Just, keep it like this, and and he's still got a powerful voice in the sport, man. When Junior says something, people listen, Yeah,
put it out there in the live chat. Obviously, NASCAR needing them a president. I don't even know if they've got a new one up right now. Dale Jr. for president, or Mark Martin for president, for that matter.
I'd take either one of them too.
I'm sure you damn right. I'd take either one of them being president of NASCAR. Corn Pros, Bobby Joe still leading it. Bit short. Slid back into the third spot. Will flip-flop back. There is Rusty Robinson. Right there as
now,
well.
Rusty had a really good qualifying today, too, man. He was up there starting. I believe he started in fourth place. He's taking it easy. Well, he came in late last season. He missed like the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. It seemed like he never got his feet under him, so to speak. And so I'm curious to see now that he's going to be here for the full season, what he's going to do. But again, this league's changed, man. There's, what do we got out there right now? 20, 20, we started 28 guys tonight, and I'm sure there's guys that didn't show because of the Super Bowl and didn't worry about starting and parking, So it's going to be fun to see. But old Bobby Joe has done slid up here to the lead, that brightly colored truck. Actually, I like to see that. I like to see a little color on these things. Not that I didn't like his white paint scheme before, but I like this one.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And Bobby Joe's going to, make us remember the paint scheme as he's going to take it up here to the front. Biggest mover in the field is actually two drivers right now. William Martin, Pink Panther, is actually up 12 spots back there in the 15th spot. But Trevor Queensberry.
Yeah, that's somebody we haven't talked about at all.
Quisenberry. Got the name wrong on that one. Quisenberry in the 6th. He's up 12 spots as well in the top 5 right now, running right behind these leaders. And one thing I was going to mention as well about, these drivers working their way around in the old, the old tires and everything else. Watch them going through the quad oval. Would be the tri-oval at certain places, but this place actually has a quad oval right on the front stretch. Watch these guys after, numerous laps. Watch what happens when they go through the quad oval. If they're on old shoes after about 20, 30 laps, you will start. I have experienced it in these trucks and in other vehicles coming off turn 4. You will see these guys driving like they're on a slick track with baby powder on it. You will be all over the place. These old boys will be everywhere. They'll get it off of turn 2 sometimes, but mainly it's getting down the front stretch without the quad oval flattens out. They're trying to get through there and everything. Some of them might actually have throttle it through there just to try to get the truck straightened out, just to make sure that they can make it through there. So something we'll really be having to keep an eye on here tonight, Jim.
Yeah, well, that a lot of times the tri-oval or quad oval parts of a track can be the toughest parts of the track sometimes. I probably struggle as much with the tri-oval like Charlotte as I do coming off turn 4, So I think it depends on your driving style, and it depends on how you have your truck set up, and all of those things. But this unique quad oval style can present a lot of problems, and it did. It's always been one of the things that made Atlanta very difficult.
Absolutely has.
Speaking of something else too, you talking about old school racing and everything. I don't remember who it is now, but somebody out there had the Tony the Tiger paint scheme. I'll figure out who that was. And you said throw back to an old Terry Labonte paint scheme. Now, see, that's why you and I are friends right there. Because not that I don't like Kyle Busch, and he was famous for running all them serial liveries in the 5-car when he was at Hendrick as well. But man, when I think catalogs, I think Terry Labonte.
Oh yes, yeah. That truck you're talking about is actually Troop Holden in the 27.
Yep.
Not having too good of a night. Actually, there you see him right there, the 27, working his way around, down 9 spots from where he started. So, not the kind of night that he wanted for his Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series debut here this evening. But certainly, still a lot of laps left, Jim. We ain't even got to the halfway point yet.
We don't know.
Still got a long way to go.
He may just be saving his stuff, just trying to get towards that last section of the race, So, yeah, we'll see. But I love that. I love the fact that you went right to Terry Labonte there. Tell you somebody else. Speaking of that, running a new paint scheme tonight. I'm gonna jump back up front here in just a second, but you got Nicholas Mader here, man. Look at this. He ran that Toe Mader paint scheme there for a good portion of last year, but he's got a brightly colored. I guess that's pink or light purple. I guess more of kind of a purple, I guess. But good looking truck. Yeah, good looking truck. Got the Heart to Heart on the hood. All right, let's go back up here to the front though. Vincent Short's giving Bobby Joe fits up here, so let's go see what's going on up front.
Yeah, Vincent Short down on the inside. Remember, still got the fastest lap for the race. Nobody has. Well, they come close to it. They just ain't been able to knock the door down and slide right into the same room as he has and be able to beat that 648 here tonight. Bobby Joe on that outside lane. Get Cornprost lined up right behind him. Castanave there, as well as Quisenberry right behind him. Quisenberry up 12 spots. Remember that. One of the biggest movers in the field. Cornprost, the only loser out of the top 5, down 1 spot.
Yeah.
Everybody else has gained positions. Bobby Joe up 6. Could be 5. Short could be up 1. Could be 2, depending on how they battle. But Short now going to slide right back into the clutches of Cornprost. Cornprost got to get out of the gas. Short put the block on him. Cornprost up top. And Bobby Joe up top. Castanave, Quisenberry, top 5 has gone. They have separated themselves by over 2 seconds over Alomar.
They really have. And my question is, some of these guys back here with Rusty and, and BJ's back here, Cullison, I wonder, if these guys are just taking it easy, trying to, save their stuff and just get towards that last segment. But Bobby Joe must be hooked up pretty good because he ain't the type that's going to get up here and run up front and burn his stuff up. So for him to be running up front, he's got to feel pretty good about the tire wear he's getting. Otherwise, he wouldn't be running up here like this.
And Jim, we talked about this last season. Obviously, with Scott Castanave with the season that he had for season 10, just coming out there and just throwing them down. Literally, every single track we come to for Scott Castanave, it was like, he could win. He could win at about every damn track, and more or less he ended up doing that, winning. Yes. Bobby Joe was like playing second fiddle. It was like Bobby Joe was Chick Hicks in cars. Yeah, go ahead, say what you want. I got a 7-month-old. He watches cars all the time, and Chick Hicks is one like.
You bringing him up right? That's how come. When he gets about 4 or 5, that's when you introduce him to Ricky Bobby. Oh, maybe not. Maybe a little early for that.
Might not be a bad idea. I don't know how I'm going to explain that one to Mama, but anyway. But Bobby Joe, but seriously, if you think about it, he was the Chick Hicks. He was playing second fiddle to Scott Castanave numerous times and ended up playing second fiddle to him in the points after Castanave won the championship. So you got to think, honestly, Bobby Joe, Scott, obviously they're good buddies. We know this. They work together, all that good stuff, out here on the racetrack. But at the same time, Bobby Joe's got he is racing up here at the front and showing that he's got a little something to prove right here. He wants to come right out of the gate very first race of the season and come out here and show that that this is his season. He's got a shot. He wants to try to win the championship this season, and what better way to do it than coming out here, leading some laps, running up front the season opener, and trying to get a good finish. Castanev not too far back. You see the 5 fastest 5-lap averages.
That kind of surprised me. I have to say, I did not expect to see position 21 and 24 as your fastest last 5, you know. Oh, no, we got trouble.
Oh, Vincent Short cutting it down to the inside. Cornprost going down there with him. Cornprost almost had the same thing almost happened to him like it did in the season opener last season at Daytona. For Cornprost, he had to cut it through the pit road. And shades of what happened to him for the season opener at Daytona. Cornprost cuts it back. Short got loose off of 4. No caution. They're able to straighten it out. Short now trying to go after Alan Martin, trying to get those spots back with Robinson behind him. And Castanev able to get every bit of it, shoot by both of them, slide up the second. Queensberry now, he's going to go up, or excuse me, Quisenberry. I'm going to have to get that one right in the 6th. Going all the way up to 3rd, and now he's going to try to go after Scott.
All right, I got an admission to make. Pre-race, I saw that name. I read it as Queensberry. Even thought about, there's a football coach named Kingsbury, you know, and all of that. And never did it dawn on me that it was Quisenberry until you corrected yourself after saying Queensberry. When you said Queensberry, I still thought it was Queensberry myself. I just didn't say it yet. And that's pretty funny because, it's Quisenberry.
Well, think about it like this for a second, Jim. You know, when the season started last season, I was messing up Scott's last name.
Oh, yeah.
With Castanev, I was messing it up and everything. And guess what? Bam! He comes out, lights it up for season 10. He wins the championship. If I'm messing up Trevor's last name of Queensberry and it's really Quisenberry, that's got to be something big right there for Trevor to be able to kind of make right there. So
that's kind of like the Jake Blessing. Almost, you know, like
literally.
You might have just crowned us a new champion right there.
Very good possibility right there. We'll see what happens. There's Collison going after Robertson. Damn, almost a little bump draft, kind of a new Daytona kind of bump draft right there going into 3, but he left it out of the gas, cut him some slack. As they rock and roll, they're trying to get around. I believe that is BJ Lane to 3rd. All of them right there with jumping Joe Flack right there, trying to roll with him as well.
Here.
Damn, look at that sand.
I know. He's got a new paint. I love new paint schemes. You know, I'm big on paint schemes. And I got to go see what he's running. What is he running? Spartan? Does it say Spartan Waste? I think that's what it says. I like them colors, man. I'm a green and black kind of guy. I like green and black on a race car. And I'll tell you who it goes back to, too. You're going to probably think this is weird, but you know of course you do. I know you know who this is, but this goes back to when I first started watching dirt racing. You know where I'm going?
I think so.
It goes back to Scott Bloomquist. You remember Scott Bloomquist?
Wow, that is not where I was.
Yeah,
that is not where I thought you was going to go.
No, man,
he
used to run that black, green, and white dirt car, that dirt late model, you know, and he was just so dominant. And I don't know, there was just something about that car that I just loved, that black, green, and white paint scheme, and it comes from that. All this time, I you know, of course, we lost him. And the sad part is, I think it turns out, you know, we lost him in a plane crash, and he was an unlicensed pilot, but flew his whole life because his dad was a crop duster. And come to find out, he had been diagnosed, I believe, with cancer and actually committed suicide in the plane. He crashed it intentionally, as it turns out. But that's sad. But yes,
oh, wow.
That's are you familiar with Bloomquist? You know. Did you?
Oh yes,
yeah, okay.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Honestly, with the green and black, I thought you were actually going with the Steve Kinzer kind of deal.
Well,
for the sprint cars.
Honestly. Yeah, back with the quicker state thing. No,
kind of deal.
No. Yeah. This is more. No, it was more Bloomquist. I did like Kinzer. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Steve Kinser was, I mean, arguably, you could easily argue that he was the best World of Outlaws, driver, a wing sprint car driver ever. I mean, he's certainly, had that many years of many championships. So my question is here with Quisenberry. See, now you got me doing it. With well, no, you don't actually, but with Quisenberry taking the lead here, got that 6 on that truck. I wonder if he's a big Mark Martin fan.
Caution.
Oh, what? Uh-oh. I saw smoke.
Yep, Vincent Short going down pit road and dropping spots 9 ways to Sunday. Not sure if that was by design. He was going down pit road for that reason.
Oh, no. Looky here.
What was that? Oh, hell no. That was behind him. 79, Brandon Wrestler.
Yeah, that was Wrestler and,
James Lovejoy? Possibly in the 10?
Yeah, it was a 10.
Oh, Lovejoy slide up. Yeah, Lovejoy actually bounced it off the wall going through the quad oval.
Let's do this, and then see if we can jump it back 10 seconds and see what happened here. So
let's see. Watch how look at Lovejoy right there trying to straighten that 10 out. He's already all over the place right there in that quad oval, Jim. That was something I was talking about earlier.
Yep.
With how it can get wobbly on you right there.
I've been wobbly for years. That's a whole nother story. Especially today, I ain't gonna lie, man. We started Mardi Gras. My wife and I, we do Mardi Gras every year, and we ride a few parades, and last night was our first parade of the year. Let me just say for the record that they hurt a lot worse the older you get. I'm going to tell you right now. They definitely hurt worse. All right, so let's see here. Now, so Lovejoy, oh, yeah, no, he got, okay. Yeah, he got tail happy, and he's trying to fight it, and then it just caught the wall. And, yeah, poor Wrestler there, man. He wasn't doing nothing but minding his own business back there, just riding, doing his thing. And, yeah, that's bad. So let's see. So we got everybody in the field pitted, of course. Vincent Short beat everybody. No, well, maybe not. I thought he did. But let's see here. So everybody pitted there. 56. So technically, they can get home from here. So the question is now.
Very true.
So somebody, some sneaky sucker like old Casanave or Bobby Joe or one of those guys, is going to lay back there and save their stuff. And in case they go green from here, and they're going to have some stuff left at the end. Somebody's going to lay back and take it pretty easy. Who's that getting the wave around? Is that our boy in the
Troop?
Is that Troop? Yep.
Tear the body car.
Yeah.
Or tear the body truck. Yes, sir. Troop Holden going to take that waiver out and get himself back on the lead lap. Did not pit, mind you. Actually, he got lucky. He pitted on 54, so he's going to be able to slide right back up here. He pitted before the caution come out. He went 1 lap down, so it all worked out for him. And now he's going to get back on the lead lap with not as fresh tires as your race leaders, but he is going to be in that vicinity. Well, so Troop might actually be in a good spot right here.
Considering what could have happened there, you pit and then the caution comes out and you're hung out and it ruins your race. In the end, he is back on the lead lap, and it's all good. I mean, it worked out okay for him there. So, considering how bad that could have been, and it was for other people, there were some other people that pitted in there. So that's what you were saying about Short. Vincent Short came down pit road and was pitting when that caution came out. Oh, we're back green here, and I'm all the way back there looking at people running around in the back.
Yeah, and you almost saw a straight-up wreck right there.
William
Martin cut it down on the bottom of the racetrack, almost got himself cleaned out as well. We are back underway. 59 coming to 60. Quessenberry up front, up 16 spots. What a drive by the 6. Trevor Quessenberry and Casanave right behind him. Remember, Jim, like you talked about, this would be about the time where you would see a Scott Casanave or a Bobby Joe, maybe even a Corn Prost, lay back a little bit, take your time, save your tires. Could be able to make it all the way to the end right here.
That's not exactly Corn Pro style. You know,
nah,
he's a
little
more aggressive than that. You know, Bobby Joe or Scott. You know, Rusty potentially, Cullison. Obviously, BJ is one that's going to save his stuff. You know, I think. Yeah, I don't think Austin. He's too aggressive for that. You know. And you know, somebody we haven't talked a lot about, except for when that accident happened. Oh, speaking of accident, he almost got another one right there. Ronald Robinson, man. You know, dude was fast last year. Won the opening and closing races of the season, I believe. And, you know, had a pretty good run. Had some races where he was a little too aggressive and it bit him. He blew his motor up and absolutely gave us a highlight reel on that one because he flipped it right in front of the entire field. Running new colors this year. Got the Pennzoil colors on there this year. Black and yellow, good looking truck.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ronald Robertson, obviously, I'm sure he would love to forget about Talladega, but I'm sure you've obviously you mentioned it. You love that, at least you would, just because of the content that you was able to pop out right there on that one.
I love anything that gets 1,000+ views. Are you kidding me? That's good stuff.
Take it and run with it. That's what I would do. Bobby Joe up top. Cassidy now got to slide to the outside of Quisenberry. Marr now running in the fourth spot. Quisenberry cuts off Marr. Slides right up. Found the hole right in behind Cassidy. Jumped up, put the block on him. Now Marr's going to work his way to the outside. Quisenberry, who was up front, now starting to work his way back. He may have burned them suckers up. Either that or he's taking the opportunity of thinking it's going to be a long green flag run right here to sit still. Take a breath. Ride for a little bit. And maybe he's thinking Bobby Joe, Cassidy, and Marr up here may burn the tires up. And maybe Quisenberry have a shot at him, but I don't know if Quisenberry understands who he's messing with right here, honestly, Jim, because we've seen Bobby Joe and Cassidy and even Alan Marr, what they can do in situations like this. Quisenberry might want to try to stay with him if he can.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, man. You know, this is hitting me completely the opposite of what I was thinking, being the strategic genius that I am, clearly. I did not expect to see Bobby Joe and Scott running 1-2 right now. At this point in the race, I thought they were going to lay back there and just take it easy and protect these tires. And, you know, they're going for it. So, you know, I guess that they got plans on pitting one more time, no matter what, or they wouldn't be up here pushing like this. So that's what that tells me. They're not planning on going to the end here.
Yeah, that's the big thing about this, Jim. I mean, it's honestly a coin flip. I mean, you could do it twice, possibly. I mean, they do have an extra set of tires to their advantage. Well, one driver way up on the top of the racetrack, Steve Harrison, the 13, slides right up against the wall. He's going to end up getting bypassed as well. Looked like that might have been Reed Leonard that slid right by him in a 68. Slid right by him as well. And there's Harrison in the 13.
Look at the back of that truck.
Look
at that. This is my favorite truck all of a sudden. Look, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, no, the Pink Panther. I love the Pink Panther. What's funny is I was literally going to make a Pink Panther livery this week for something that whatever I was going to put it on, I don't know. But I wanted to make a Pink Panther livery this week. I'd just been thinking about it. But anyway, yes, thanks for running the Motormouth Broadcasting logo on your truck there. We really appreciate that. By the way, anybody that's watching with us right now, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. You know, like, subscribe, share, do all the things, click the bell, and we appreciate all of that. It really helps the channel. It helps us grow. It helps our demographics and whatnot, or whatever they call that stuff, analytics, and that's big words for me now. I can't do that. You know, it helps them share our videos, and it lets our content, if you're a big Heart to Heart fan, or if you're a Motormouth fan and you're just watching because of that, go ahead and like and share and all that stuff, and it helps more people see this content and gets it out there for more people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, folks, it only takes 5 seconds, literally 5 seconds. Like, subscribe. Seriously, it ain't that damn hard. I mean, if you can't do that, I mean, my 7-month-old son could do that. Trust me, he does a lot of crazy things with a phone, let me tell you. But, I mean, it doesn't take that hard. I mean, it's not that hard to do it. If you love it, you mean it. You love us, you mean it. You love everything, you mean it. If you love your country, if you love the United States of America, the greatest country in the world, like and subscribe to Motormouth Broadcasting. I'm working for you, Jim. I'm doing the best way I can out of it.
Use it all, baby. Use it all. I like that. I like that. So here, this one thing I just did this last week. I came up with a new camera angle. Let's see who we're going to use. We'll use the Alamar. Okay. So check this out. Now I got a new camera angle from inside the truck. It's an over the right shoulder. I mean, over the left shoulder look. Look at this.
Wow.
We got the wind in that flapping there and the breeze. Look at that. Isn't that a good angle?
That is awesome. And check out the bumps. Check out how rough this place is.
Well, yeah, this place is known for that.
Yeah, I mean, the head obviously right there, Mara kind of bouncing around, going through the corners. And just how rough this place is on the G-forces shooting down in there. I mean, that is beautiful.
Bobby Joe's in the wall.
Damn, Bobby Joe in the wall, almost coming down, getting in the Mar. Cassidy hit the intimidator button on old Bobby Joe, slid by him. He's going to slide up and take the top spot. Mar goes to second. Quisenberry to third. Robertson goes to fourth. Everybody going around Bobby Joe. He's up on the outside trying to make it happen. Robertson almost gets into him. Bobby Joe still with a run on the outside. He's going to try to bring Corporals with him. Holy hell, baby. This is what we wanted to see, Jim. This is why we love it heart to heart.
I tell you what, that surprised me there. Again, I didn't expect Bobby Joe to be up pushing this hard. Maybe he's kind of going with a different strategy this year. Maybe he's trying to be a little more aggressive, although all that said, we talked about him playing, I can't remember the guy in Cars that you talked about, but Chick or whatever. But the reality is Bobby Joe lost that championship because of one super speedway race last year. He had a really bad result at Daytona, I believe. It could have been Talladega, but I think it was Daytona. It pretty much, that was the difference. He would have been right there. It would have been right down to the last lap battle if that had to happen. So maybe he's trying a different strategy, be a little more aggressive. But I got a feeling there that was just one of those Atlanta things. He got in there a little hot. The truck slid up and got into the wall. My Pink Panther truck is running around down there on the bottom. What is he doing?
William Martin off the pace. He's actually going down pit road. 25 to go right here. Bobby Joe's still trying to work that outside.
Undercut or something, man. You think? Oh, maybe. Undercut's a good strategy here. There's somebody else on the bottom too. Who is that?
Jim, I'll be honest with you. I think the undercut's going to be a bad play right here. Honestly, I mean, I think if you can make it on gas, I think that's your play right here, is to stay out and try to ride it out. At least that would be my take on it. Oh, here we go.
Bobby Joe.
Damn, Bobby Joe able to hold on to it, hit the grass.
No, he ain't done yet.
Corn Pro slid up,
he ain't
bounced
done
off
yet.
the wall. Robertson, Bobby Joe comes across.
Big wreck.
It's Eddie Jones. Caution is out. Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Joe, oh my goodness.
That's another one of them situations, man, where you try to keep your foot in it, and try to recover, and then he hit that one of those, whatever you call them there, access roads or whatever that is across the infield there, and it just launched him, and that was the end of that, All right, let's see.
Same thing that happened to Robertson.
Yeah, same exact thing, yeah.
He shot up. Yeah, same thing, only it was not as many trucks that happened right here. Watch it again. Bobby Joe right here gets up on the outside. I think he might have snapped loose. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
snapped loose, went across the nose of Corn Pros. Corn Pros actually smacked the wall as well. And here's the access road right there. But just hit it airborne. Bam! Cullison right there, nowhere to go. Benny Jones, nowhere to go.
No, he
Bobby
killed.
Joe up against the outside retaining wall, nails it, but locks it down right there in the corner. Everybody else able to get away.
Oh,
wow,
man.
hard impact for Bobby Joe, though.
Well, that is not the kind of start he was looking forward to his season. But that is a very, very typical old Atlanta kind of accident right there. This place, it's so easy for that to happen. But what we're going to get out of that is we're going to get about 20 to go with everybody with 4 fresh tires.
Damn, Jim, I'm telling you, buddy, this is what the fans wanted to see. Get it down to about a 20-lap shootout.
It's just, it seems like Atlanta. It happens every race. We did not have a boring race last year. Every single race had good finishes. I think the most boring finish that we had last year was probably, less like a half a second victory. I mean, they were, look at Casanave, where he launched off pit road. Look at that. Quisenberry got off behind him, too, there, man. I tell you what, this Quisenberry guy seems tough, man. Don't know a lot about him, but, he seems to be running a really good race so far. Ronald Robinson, absolutely no slouch. Look at him coming off in third. All these guys took 4. Oh, yeah, of course. You don't take 2 here.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, no, Alan Marr up there.
Tires.
Corn Prost, even though, like I said, he had gotten you said he bumped the wall there at the same time that when Bobby Joe lost it, right? You said Corn Prost scuffed
he nailed the wall.
Oh, he nailed it.
He nailed the wall right there. Yeah, he nailed it. He came straight up and hit the wall right there at the start-finish line. So hopefully Corn Prost, if he had that fast repair, probably went ahead and burned it. But we'll see what happens. Tina Lane out there in the live chat. Obviously better than the Super Bowl. You damn right we are. We're getting ready for a shootout here tonight at Old Atlanta. Jim, real quick, we haven't took one yet. Obviously, we got to thank some sponsors real quick.
We do.
Let's take a quick commercial break. And guess what? They don't cost $7 million. We're ready to rock and roll right here, right after this. Stay with us.
I'll take $7 million if somebody wants to pay for a commercial for that. I'll take it.
At Bob Moore, we're Oklahoma's largest auto group. It started with luxury, and we've spent 50 that premium car buying experience, regardless of the brand you choose. From Oklahomans to Oklahomans, whether you're shopping new, pre-owned, or certified, Bob Moore has the vehicle that's right for you. Start your vehicle search at bobmoore.com or visit one of our 14 dealerships and choose from 18 different brands. Experience the exception.
Respectfully, Bob Moore.
Back at it. Had to thank the sponsors as here we go. Cassidy, Quisenberry. Cassidy might have found his match right here with Quisenberry down on the inside, coming this time with 19 to go. Oh, baby, it's fixing to get hot in hot Atlanta. Quisenberry on the inside. Cassidy up top. Marr, Robertson, Cornprost right behind him. The top 5 is Vincent Short's going to slide up here and get in the middle of this as well. But side by side, Quisenberry not backing down with Scott Cassidy. He'll have no choice. Cassidy with a run on the outside.
Did something happen to Bobby Joe? No, huh? I'm gonna jump back to a replay real quick. This thing's telling me something weird. I want to.
Oh wow! Double whammy for Bobby Joe on the restart.
Yeah, and no caution. William Martin got involved in that, got some damage out of it, so he went into pits. All right, I'm gonna jump back up front here now, but Okay, so yeah, that's bad. Boy, it went from bad to worse for Bobby Joe.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't believe it.
Right there. That is not what
Honestly,
Bobby Joe
I
needed
don't
this
think we
season.
saw that dude spin like that all year last year. I really don't recall ever seeing him spin like that the entire season.
Oh, look at this. Look at Vincent right here. Damn, Vincent thought about taking it 3 wide, sticking more in the middle. Questenberry got up under the wall. Short thought about it, thought different, backed out of it, and now he may end up paying the price. Robertson going to take a shot at him. Questenberry, now here comes Questenberry to the outside. Short going to fall back. Side by side with Robertson. Moore side by side with Questenberry. Cassidy by himself up front. Moore trying to get clear. He's not able to. Questenberry outside lane coming to 15 to go. Cassidy leaves. But I'll tell you this much. He has got a hell of a hornet's nest behind him with all of them fanning out 2 and 3 wide.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at that. Well, right as we cut on, you can see Mars' truck back in was wiggling on that thing. As we ride here on board with Vincent Short. Yeah, I tell you what, man, some of these new guys, this is going to be fun this season, man. We already had a good core group of drivers, and look at, oh my God, look, whoa, he's sideways. Oh, Rusty's involved. Cornprost is involved, but they're all going. This thing ain't going to go caution.
Damn, what a save right there by Vintage Short. Good Lord.
But he also, that was, he threw that race away right there, I got to believe, though, because no caution. That was, they gone. Yeah, he can get back to the front now.
I don't know if Moore come up into him or Short come down across his nose. Not real sure. Maybe they met in the middle. But Questenberry is not giving up on this inside lane. Cassidy able to get him in turn 1 and 2, run the outside, and Questenberry able to get him in 3 and 4 to get down to the inside and work it there. Literally a tale of two halves on both ends of the racetrack, and while they're racing it out for the lead, Alan Moore starting to close in. Ronald Robertson. How about Dan Colliston in the 12? You talked about him a while ago with the colors of Scott Bloomquist, the late Scott Bloomquist running back there in the 5th spot. You got a 5-horse race, all of them separated from the 6th place driver of 2.5 seconds. You see the rest of the field, front 5, hell, they're gone.
Oh yeah, they're gone. Well, you had some guys stacking up behind that incident, and that was all it took, and so you got 2 seconds back, and you got the likes of, Rusty got involved in that a little bit, and Cornprost was back there. Vincent Short obviously got sideways. I'm going to try to get a look at that here in just a second. I'm just waiting to see how this is all going to shake out in a minute. I think I've got it marked where it happened. Unfortunately, that's not considered an accident by iRacing standards, so it's going to... I thought I had it.
Folks, if you're just tuning in to us from watching the Super Bowl, you pretty much, it's lopsided over there, but we are in for a dandy here tonight. 10 laps to go. Questenberry tried to run down Cassidy. Alan Moore tried to slide up here, maybe get him a P2 to start his season off. Cassidy tried to pick up right where he left off, and the youngster, the rookie, Questenberry, I don't know if he's young or not, to be honest. We never even talked to the old boy, but he's a rookie here in this thing. Who knows? He's trying to start his rookie campaign off with heart-to-heart, with possibly a win of 15 spots from where he started, biggest mover in the field. And also Frank Caruso, another new name. He is up 14 spots, up to the 7th spot as well. But Questenberry is absolutely hammering it. Cassidy wanting this lead. Moore trying to go with Cassidy. Cassidy trying to get clear. Questenberry down on the inside. Here comes Alan Moore to the outside.
Look at this, man. This is so heart-to-heart right here, man. We talked about it during the break. No exaggeration, folks. We literally, while we were watching those commercials, you and I talked about it. It's every damn race. we have never had a bad finish. I mean, it's the racing standards are so good here that it always just produces good racing. Just exciting, good racing.
Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And we are
Bobby
not
Joe's in
done
trouble. Look
yet.
at him. He's about to get
Yeah,
lapped.
he's fixing to go lap down right here. Wow. Unfortunate right there for Bobby Joe. I mean, damn. I mean, he was up there racing, leading at one point. Led him a good number of laps.
Yeah, he might have led the most laps tonight, honestly.
Very good possibility. Possibly. Maybe Cassidy might have got him with leading as much as he has.
Look.
Bobby Joe, there it
35 laps. Yeah, no, he's not going to lose it. He's going to be the lap leader when this thing's all said and done.
That's bonus points right there. Leading the lap
true.
and the most
He's
laps
gonna need
led. Oh, check us out. Questenberry down to the inside.
Oh, he's done drove it by him.
Found a run. Trying to make it happen. Trying to get clear. Is he going to be able to get there? He's not able to do it.
Oh, Bobby Joe's getting out of the way.
Trying to get out of the way. Maybe give some draft to Questenberry. They go 3 wide, sending it into 3. Damn it all. Good Lord, Colston is out.
Oh, no. What? Oh, my God. We're going to get us a damn.
James Borden, possibly in the 69, might have got involved. Let's see his gap dropping like a rock.
Let's see if it's going to show me what happened here. You think it was Borden?
I think it was Borden. I thought it was.
No, Bud Light Mike's got a. Oh, no, it was Bud Light Mike. He's got a. Damn, he done. You know what? He better not have spilt that beer.
They probably did.
Yeah, look, this is Mike here, and he's running next to. Who's that? He's running next to. Oh yeah, he's running next to Flag. Yeah,
right here.
Oh man,
Flag just got loose right there off the corner.
Guess what's coming? You may not be upside down. Oh, it ain't over. Oh yeah, we definitely take.
Third nails him as well.
We're taking a ride here. Get ready, folks. Tell them. Give them the warning.
Yep, hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your ex-wives if they're sitting beside of you. This is going to be a ride right here. Wow. Bud Light Mike just coming out of nowhere. I guarantee he spilled his beer right there, especially when it got up sideways right there.
He ain't done no. Look, man, look at this.
Damn.
Whew. Damn.
Good Lord.
Yeah, so now the question is, who's coming to get some fresh stuff? It probably ain't nobody got no tires left, right? They only had 3 sets, right?
I was thinking about that right there, Jim. I don't know if anybody has got.
I mean, they've all pitted at least 3 times.
I don't know.
I don't think. Well, if somebody pits, that means they got tires, because they ain't going to pit if they don't have tires. Because they all got gas to get to the end. They just pitted on lap 78. So, all right, let's see. Let me get back to live here. We're going to see what's happening.
I'm intrigued here to see
there ain't
what
nobody
happens.
pitting. Ain't going to be nobody pitting. Scott's trying to run over the pace truck.
He's trying to hurry it up.
He's a bully.
That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, he is trying to hurry it up. He's using that intimidation factor. Man, this is fixing to get good right here. Yeah.
Be interested right here. Cassidy and others look like they are going to stay out. So
yeah, nobody got no tires left.
Jim, here's the thing we're really going to have to watch out for right here on this restart. These old boys, they've been out there for quite a number of laps. All the way back to lap 78 was when they made that pit stop. So more or less say they went green at about lap 80. Let's just call it that. So, in that range.
Yep, 17 laps or so. So these tires are already, they're
already a little bit scuffed. Yeah, they're already worn out right
here. Oh, they're more than scuffed.
They're
worn out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, here's the thing we're really going to have to watch out for right here for this restart. You see Cassidy try to get the heat back into the tires. Watch for the wheel spin right here.
Yeah.
It is going to be critical right here on this restart.
You got to be in the right gear.
That and not mat it to the floor. I've talked about this before, Jim.
I don't even know what that means. You dropped the hammer, son.
Well, you drop the hammer,
No, I'm
but you
kidding.
can't do it right here. Think about it like this, folks. I've used this analogy numerous times of cracking an egg. You put the egg up under your gas pedal in your personal car at home. Go out there and do it. Don't do it, because then you'll have a broken damn egg in your floorboard. But put an egg up under your pedal and just put the pedal down and try not to crack the egg. Yeah, don't do it right now. You missed into the race. But that's something right there that they're gonna have to do. Do not crack the egg.
Oh, Castanade lost it.
Oh, Castanade spun the tires on the start. I just called that.
Oh my God! You literally just said that, and he did it.
Castanade spins the tires. Questenberry's going to get away. Caution is out.
Why would the caution come back out, though? He was off the track.
Somebody must have spun. They had to have. I think Vincent Short could have been involved as well.
Let's see. I mean, Castanade
we'll
just.
See right here.
Oh, yeah, no. They're back there. Yeah, it wouldn't have nothing to do with Scott that caused that. Yeah, that was a separate incident completely. All right, so who was that you think was back there? Let's go see what happened. Who you think that was?
It might have been around the Bud Light mic area, to be honest with you.
Oh, as they started to slow up because of the incident, somebody got jacked up. All right, yeah, let's see. Let's go back here. Nope. It's not Short.
Right around the
over there.
Lucas Short, or the Lucas Ride area. Lucas Ride area was one of them that got involved.
Was it?
In 71. Yeah, right around the Lucas Ride area in the 71. Because Lucas, I think he got into somebody and knocked him around sideways.
Talk about not having, I mean, he started out on fire and then.
Right here.
Oh, it was in front. It was the 79 got
79.
Spun. 79 got dumped there by somebody. Now let's go see who that was. Oh.
Damn.
I'm telling you, he almost killed a couple of pit crew members there. All right, one more time.
Straight up in the air, Brandon Rissler. Wow.
All right, so let's see. Somebody here. Let's see who gets it. 00?
BJ might have got him, set him
that
up.
Was.
Yeah, set him up.
That was BJ.
Watch this Rissler just.
All right, well, I cut away from it. Dadgummit. I protected the wife and kids. All right, let's see now.
There you go.
Let's see here. Let's go on board here real quick. Oh, too late. I'm way too slow for that. Especially today. I'm Mardi Gras. All right, here we go. This is going to give it to us right here. So everybody's slow. Oh, well, okay.
That his tires as well.
Yeah. That wasn't on BJ there. Wrestler, he was all over the place there.
But it's like I said a second ago, though,
well,
Jim.
You called that, man. Golly.
The tires spin. You had about 5 of them right there that ended up spinning some tires and ended up causing a hell of a wreck. One of them was your race leader,
that
Scott
was crazy.
Cassidy,
let's go back
defending champion.
Let's go back and see that. All right. So here's let's see, where's Cassidy? On the timing and scoring. Where's he at? I got to find him quick.
And Tina Lane out there in the live chat, BJ, look. And it was all capital letters.
All right, so let's
look.
So this is the restart here. Look. Soon as he goes to hammer it, he just loses it. I mean, instantly. Look. Boom, just turns on him. Gone.
Put the throttle down and game over right there.
Oh, look, he's going to kill the pace truck.
There goes Harrison.
How did the 13 get in there?
If I was a betting man, I'd say he spun the tires. Honestly. I'd say Harrison.
Where is he at? He's back there a little bit.
Right there behind Short, I believe it was. Watch him.
Let's see what happened to Harrison. Oh, yeah, same exact thing. Oh, 15 too.
Short spun him too.
Oh, yeah.
Get about 4.
They need to be watching. They need to be watching the broadcast because somebody was warning them against that.
I was. And hey, guess what? It's coming again. Don't spin your tires.
That's true. This is so. This will be green white. Yeah, this is a green white checker here. So do we get 1 or 2? I can't remember. My memory's so bad.
I believe it's 2.
I think it is
they
2.
Get 2.
All right.
This could be the second one, Jim.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think we were good on that last one.
Here we go. Everybody looking like they're getting away. Scott Clean right here, or Scott Free rather. Quisenberry is gone. Marr, Robertson, all of them going to try to give chase to him, but Quisenberry's son looks like he's starting to check out from the rest of the field. He may have this. Honestly, he may have this sucker in a bag unless he ends up wrecking here as Marr and others tried to get one last ditch effort and try to catch him as they come into the white, Jim.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going to catch him. I think he's got enough of a lead now, short of him doing something stupid. I believe this is Trevor Quinn. We're going to find out if he's an old dude or a young dude because we're fixing to talk to him.
How about this right here? Queensberry, Quisenberry. Hell, we'll get it right. And we're going to have to get it right very, very quick. How about you? First race with Heart to Heart Motorsports, and you have a Truck Series winner. Trevor Quisenberry wins it here tonight in Old Atlanta. Alan Marr, Ronald Robertson coming home with P2, P3. Benny Jones, good run for him. He ends up finishing fourth. And Dan Cullison rounds out the top five. But the night belongs to the six of Trevor Quisenberry getting his very first career win with the Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series. You see Robertson coming up, maybe going to give him a little door check. Hell, he's going to spin him out. Damn, he did spin him out. He hit him in a wall. Well, I'm just kidding. We ain't got beef. Wait, screw it. Why not? Why not? It's entertainment, Jim.
Well, if you remember, the first race of last season, Ronald Robertson came up and hit somebody after the race, and all hell broke loose. we lost members, and it was bad.
Oh, I forgot about that. I did forget about that. It's not all really right. Beef, but he is a little bit tore up right here. We'll see if he's still got room to do the burnout right here. Surely he'll be able to do it.
So this is the key moment of the race right here, man. This is just crazy. I did not see that coming, especially not from a driver like Casanave. Wow. Man.
Wow.
But you know what?
Wow, that's right.
Ain't no guarantee that he was going to win it if he didn't spin them tires because Quisenberry, I think Quisenberry had something for him. And we got some fast guys in this league. You know, we got old boy that what's his 71 was it Wright? Lucas Wright was on the pole, right? Or yeah. And yeah, he got caught up in some trouble, but he's fast. You know, it's gonna be a good season. Hey, wait a minute, those trucks got the same paint scheme. Who is that? 68? Who is that sitting there?
68, or it might have been 68 right there, giving a little bumper tag. Probably some teammates. That's Reed Leonard.
Oh, Reed Leonard.
One of the newer names as well. So I got some new names out here. Reed and obviously Trevor's probably two teammates right here.
Well,
pretty damn close to it. Both of them literally got same paint schemes on their trucks.
They're doing the thing. Look.
Gonna do the little nose
He don't get to do that. He finished 11th. You don't get to do that for 11th.
Teammates, maybe they'll take it and run with it.
All right, so look, we got fixing to do the results here. We got a new results page this season for the league. Super excited about that. Let's see, we'll put it on laps led. No, we'll put it on car. Kind of what car they drive. All right, here we go. Let's bring up our
graphics
results
all the way. Oh, Look at this!
Yeah, pretty.
Hell yeah! Beautiful stuff. Race results here tonight for the Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series. Season 11, race number 1. Atlanta Motor Speedway, there you see it, 104 laps in this bad boy. Green flag lead changes of 9, 6 different leaders, 5 cautions. Obviously, a little bit interesting, 15 total laps. Your hard charger, obviously, Trevor Quisenberry. Damn, I about messed it up again. 16 positions up. Yep. Bobby Joe did get the most laps led. The fastest one was BJ Lane the third at a 30.538 with Lucas Wright on the pole. Trevor Quisenberry ends up getting it done. Led 14 laps. That was enough to take home the win here tonight. Alan Marr gets second. Ronald Robinson third. Benny Jones will get fourth. Dan Cullison ends up rounding out the top 5. Rusty Robinson, Frank Caruso in his very first race here with the Heart to Heart. He comes out of it with a 7th place finish, up 14 spots for the number 14. Also, Corn Pros under hitting the wall earlier on. He ends up battling back, gets an 8th out of it. With Troop Hold It They're the body colors, old school, coming on with that. And how about Nicholas Mater? Up 15 spots. You're grabbing my top 10 here tonight. Reed Leonard and Vincent Short, 11th and 12th. Bud Light Mike able to get back to a 13th place finish with, obviously, Joe Flash Flack end up getting 14th. William Yoakum, not real sure if he's Matt Yoakum's cousin. We'll get that figured out before the next week. He ends up getting 15th with James Borden in 16th. BJ Lane the third, 17th. Steve Harrison will finish 18th. The biggest loser out of all this was Scott Cassidy. Was the leader, 2 cautions ago?
Yeah, with 3 laps to go. Pretty much 3 laps to go.
He didn't crack the egg. He broke it.
He scrambled
it. He completely scrambled that damn thing. Scrambled it like a Waffle House eggs. Ends up finishing 19th here tonight with Bobby Lane, Jr. Bobby Joe, unfortunately, back there with his teammate as well, finishing in 20th. Lucas Wright, Jason Coffey, William Martin. You got Charles Unruh finishing in 21st or 24th. Brandon Lester will get 25th with James Lovejoy, 26th. Andrew Lohmeyer, Ryan Perone, they were too worried about the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl here tonight. They'll finish 27th and 28th here tonight. Folks, we're going to round up those podium finishers, hear from them, and give our final race opinions of what happened here tonight. Don't go anywhere. Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series Motormouth broadcasted season 11. We're back right after this. Oh, baby, the behind the mic stuff is always good. Well, me and Jim here on Motormouth Broadcasting, and surely enough, I'm not even live streaming here tonight. But we're back here with Old Atlanta, and we have got the rookie, Trevor Quessenberry, not Queensberry. We screwed it up a couple times. It is Quessenberry. Gets the win here tonight, season opener for season 11. Trevor, tell us about the race, because you and Scott, y'all had a hell of a battle going on right there, coming down to the nitty gritty. What was going through your mind first race here with Heart to Heart, and then you're battling with last season's champion to try to get the win? Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I started in the back, so it was definitely a little bit of like a challenge to get up front, but I knew as the race went on, I'd learn. But when he spun out on the restart there, I just kind of knew I would have it if I jumped to start right.
Well, Jake, I think that answers the first question of the night. He's definitely not an old boy. Congratulations,
right
Trevor.
in the middle.
No, he's young. He's definitely under 30 for sure. Congratulations, first of all. Tell us a little about yourself, since you are new here. And how long you've been sim racing, just general stuff about yourself a little bit.
All right, my name's Trevor Quisenberry. I'm 15 years old.
15 years old. There you go.
Okay.
I'm from Virginia too, so.
Oh,
I started sim racing about a year ago.
Nice. All right. 15 years old. Did you know anybody in the league 30. Or did you, well under 30.
I know Reed, and then I know Ryan Perone. I was just on the call with Steven. And then I think I was on the call with, I can't think of his name right now, but it was somebody who was running. He kept getting in wrecks, I think, but yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's good, man. And good to have you over here. You look like you were going to be quick right off the bat tonight. We could tell you had some speed, and I'm kind of, to be honest with you, I was kind of looking forward to that last 3-lap battle before Scott spun his tires there. I think y'all two were gonna have a hell of a battle there. But I better not say hell. You young. Never mind. I'm kidding. No, man. Congratulations. Seriously though, congratulations to come in here and win your first race with these guys. It's a good solid league, man. They got a lot of good solid racers in here. So to notch your first victory like that, I think you might be, as you'll see when you watch the broadcast back. Last year, Jake butchered Scott Castaneda's name for the first race or two, and then he got it right, and Scott went on to win the championship. So since we got your name wrong tonight to start with, about half the time we were calling you Queensberry instead of Quisenberry, that might be a good sign. You never know. So, but no, seriously, congratulations. I'm looking forward to seeing you run the rest of the year, man. Jake, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely ready for ready to kind of see what happens. Trevor, I'll ask you one more question, and then obviously thank your sponsors and these shout outs afterwards. But you coming into the season as a rookie, what? Obviously, everybody wants to come in, win races, and win the championship. But realistically, what's the goal coming in for your rookie season?
Here I didn't have too much practice, so my goal was to just run up in the top 10 probably, since I didn't qualify well. On my qualifying laps, I didn't even know what line to run really, so I was actually getting advice from my teammate, Reed Leonard, and I rode the second and to third line, and I've been running the Xfinity car here a lot, so I know how to run the top on 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, it'll burn your tires up. But yeah, I learned a lot in this race, and I'm just super thankful to get first.
I'm telling you what, you better watch out for this old boy right here.
No.
Literally, or young gun.
Man.
Is
That's
what I'm
right.
going to
That's
say.
young gun. That's what
right
he is.
here. Trevor Questenberry coming out with a win. Trevor, go ahead. Thank you, sponsors. These shout outs, bud.
Yeah, thanks to Precision, SSR, all my race friends, and my team. Reed actually got me in here. Jonathan for the paint scheme, and then yeah, that's about it.
Trevor Questenberry, folks, get his name right and be ready. He will be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, we might be saying it a lot more this season.
I've got a good feeling right now. I've got a damn good feeling about it. Trevor, buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
That was Trevor Questenberry. Damn, he got out of here real quick. He must be getting ready. Yeah, that's right.
Well,
yeah,
it's bedtime. Like Tina said. Tina said it's past his bedtime. I love that.
I bet it is.
Look, man,
He's
these kids,
here, man.
This ain't no joke, man. These kids these days, man, they get on these sims and they are fast, man. That is awesome. All right.
Yeah, I ain't got a chance. I'm 34.
I'm
screwed
you.
at this point. Second place, Alan Moore in the 9. Alan, buddy, congratulations on the run. Tell us about your night, because the old Atlanta, obviously NASCAR don't go there anymore, so we're kind of on this old surface and everything. What's the mindset going into it? Talk us through your race. Congratulations on the run.
Yeah, thank you. Came in a little late to practice. Fortunately, Austin kind of broke down the track with me, got me up front. Other than that, I was pretty slow on the short run, but once those tires started to wear off and we'd get loose on exit, I started to reel them in. So I was a little disappointed when we had that second to last caution with Scott and Quisenberry in front of me. I had a good feeling about it, that they were going to either get into it or slow themselves enough down where I can get by them. But unfortunately, the caution came out, and obviously the next one he spun the tires, and I spun them as well. Fortunately, I was able to keep it straight, but Quisenberry got the best of me on that last start and took off with it. But we're satisfied with P2.
Yeah, it's a good start to your season, man. Last year you had some races where you were up there in contention and had some good runs, but a few that you were, not quite on the pace that you needed to be with some of these guys. But I tell you what, man, you starting off strong. You look good tonight. You were to say you didn't get much practice. That apparently must be the theme of the night, since Trevor won the race with no practice, and here you are in second with not a lot of practice.
Right.
But no, it's good to see you starting your season off strong. Like I said, you I know that being around these guys and the way they practice and the stuff that you can learn and, pick up in here, you got all the tools to be fast. You're surrounded by guys that will help you and guys that are fast and guys that know how to save the stuff and all that. And so, yeah, man, just congratulations for me. I don't really have a question, but just happy to see you, you dive up here and get a second place finish to start the season off. It's sure is a good start for you this year. Happy to see that.
Absolutely. I'm definitely looking forward to talking to y'all next week and the followings.
There you go. That's right. Well, Jake may have another question for you. Let's see.
I mean, Alan, buddy, just go ahead. What's the, I'll ask you this, and then you can thank your sponsors and any shout outs afterwards. Coming from season 10, coming to season 11, obviously you was around for a little while, obviously from last season and everything else, you've been around. Has it been like, the whole time that you were off, where you kind of like me and Jim, where you always just like, hey, we're ready to get in here. We're ready to get back racing. We're ready to get back into this. I mean, did you have that mindset of like, damn it, hurry up. I'm ready to get back in the seat and I'm ready to get to racing with these guys again. Was you feeling the same way?
Absolutely. I was ready last week, and then I realized that the first week falls on Super Bowl Sunday. I was like, well, that's some questionable planning, but no, I'm glad to be back.
I agree with that now. I do agree with that.
I'm glad to be back in the seat. When I seen the car count, I knew I had a shot at least the top 3. The green flag pit stops are not something that I'm good at. So when we can get some cautions, keep that field bunched up, I got a shot anytime.
Well, there's some
Alan
insight.
Moore comes home with it. Yep. Alan Moore comes home with the P2 here tonight. Alan, buddy, go ahead and thank your sponsors and any shout outs.
Yeah, shout out y'all for broadcasting, AL Contractors, Buchanan Resort, Spa Auto Sales, Allen Tillery Chevrolet, Bob Moore Mazda, and then obviously BJ and Bobby for putting this thing on.
Now, that's an old veteran right there of the league. He knew to get all the league sponsors in there. Look.
That's right.
Well, that's never a break. It's the first race.
I know. But you can just tell Alan's been around, because that's the way we do it here. So that was pretty funny.
We
I
got
like
to support the people that support us.
That's right. No, that's right. Look, that literally is in my line across the bottom of the little ticker I run across the bottom of the screen is, support the people that support us. That's what it's all about. So congratulations again, buddy. And I have no doubt that we will be talking to you again, and hopefully real soon.
Appreciate it, guys.
Was Alan Moore comes home with the P2 here tonight. We'll go to P3. Ronald Robertson coming over to P3 here tonight. Alan, Ronald, excuse me. I'll just be honest with you. How the hell did you get back third? Because we saw what happened a while ago. I'm just asking an honest question here. I mean, Jim, I just want to know how he got back, because remember what happened earlier. I mean, granted, I'm sure he had to use the fast repair to make it happen, but he got double whammied.
He did
twice by the same guy. I think it was William Martin that got him.
Pink Panther
and
got him twice.
Yeah, Pink Panther got his butt. And but how did you come back to P3 after all that?
I don't know how. I was involved in the first wreck, and then I have so luck. I pass next to wrecks behind the cars, and then I'm the front. I don't know how.
Well, I tell you what, man, it was good to see you running up front again tonight. I like the new paint scheme. I like the Pennzoil colors you're running this year. I like that. I really, to recover and get back to third after getting involved in that early wreck, I think that's a good sign for you this year. You obviously last year were right there, and if you'd had a few less mistakes, you'd have been right there in contention. So this is a good start for the year. So congratulations, and I can't wait to see how this season goes for you. I really am. I'm excited for you.
Thank you very much. I changed the oil of my truck for the better of my engine. So, well, this season we don't have Super Speedway, don't blow the engine.
Yeah, that's right. Hey,
I was fixing to ask that.
That's probably why he switched to Pennzoil so he didn't blow the engine up.
Well, but Jim, that's what I was going to ask him real quick. Well, I mean,
that's what he just said. He said he changed the oil so he didn't have to blow his motor up this year.
I was going to ask, this was going to be my final question on it. To be honest with you, Jim, I was going to ask him, have you forgiven Jim for putting it on there and getting like 1,000 posts on you blowing the engine and flipping at Talladega? Have you forgiven him for that?
Hey, any exposure is good exposure. Even though that truck was upside down, he still had his sponsors out there that's how it works,
But it's his damn truck.
That's all right. Still,
it was a very good break.
It wasn't very. That's right. See, he knows. Hey, man, congratulations, Ronald, and we look forward to seeing what you can do this season. I know you learned a lot last season, and you learned where you made a few mistakes along the way, and I'm sure you're going to fix that. And I know you're going to be really tough this year. So, congratulations. Look forward to seeing it.
Thank you very much. I am back in the 4th race. I can run the 2nd and the 3rd.
Oh no. That's bad.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Ronald, real quick, buddy, thank your sponsors and any shout outs. I think we forgot about that. Go ahead and thank him.
All the sponsors of the league.
Yeah.
And thank you for the excellent job in the broadcasting.
Thank you, buddy. All right,
love
man.
you. We made it. Thank you very much, Ronald. Ronald Robertson coming over the P3 here tonight, starting the season off on the right note. We'll see what he can do at Texas next week, buddy. Appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
He's out. He's out till week 3. Week 4.
Watching
week 4.
TV.
Yeah, he's going to be watching us.
Exactly.
All right, buddy. We'll see you in week 4.
It's a habit. Sorry.
I know.
It's a habit. See you, buddy. That was Ronald Robertson comes home with the P3 here tonight. And Jim, buddy, damn, buddy, I'm happy to be back up here in the booth. I'm happy to be back up here with you. Your final take. Hard Rock Motorsports Truck Series Season 11, baby. We're back in it.
That is exactly why we were excited. Look at this race. It was fun, exciting from the drop of the green flag till the checkered flag. We had just everything you could want. Drama, unfortunate drama for some people, but excitement nonetheless. And it never fails to give us just fantastic, exciting racing. And this week was no different. And I am ready to get rolling, baby. I cannot wait for this season just to see how it's all going to turn out, especially with these new fast guys in here. We got a 15-year-old who's fixing to start bullying these old boys around. We're going to see how that works out. No, I mean, it's good stuff, man. There's a lot of fast guys in here that ran into a little trouble tonight that, Vincent Short, Lucas Wright, plenty more that I'm not mentioning, I'm excited, man. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute blast to see what happens right here for season 11. I'm happy to be back. I'm sure Jim is as well. It's one of the highlights of our weeks or weekends rather, as far as our racing goes. Obviously, family, is the most important thing out of all of it. But God, family, and then work. That's how it's supposed to go. But I mean, I cannot wait to see how this season is going to work out. I can't wait to see what happens. Atlanta, I love it. It doesn't make a damn if it's old, if it's new. It is the best. That's going to do it for this broadcast here with the Motor Mouth broadcast here with the Heart Motorsports Truck Series. Got to thank all the great sponsors. Obviously, ALC Contractors, a brand new sponsor, Buckhead Resort, Spa Auto Sales, obviously Allen Tillery Chevrolet. Good to have them back on for another season. And Bob Moore Mazda, sponsors out there with us as well. Great sponsors that's got going on with this
Resort.
league. I call Buckhead
You
Resort,
did?
didn't I?
Well,
you got the roasted. You got the roasted thing.
We got
right?
we got roasted record. Yeah, we got roasted record.
Yeah.
Check them out if you're a coffee drinker, and use Sim20 and you get a 20% discount. And of course, Digital Race Engineer. We they've been a channel supporter since day one. But So I'll let you sign off now. I jumped in there because I really wanted to plug Buckhannon to make sure that you and I spent our summer in the right place. So, I got visions of you and I on one of those party barges going across the the lake there, like you said. You got the wife feed the baby back there. Me and you up there drinking beers. Yeah.
I may even go back to Bud Lights just because of Bud Light Mike. I might just do it just for
That's
the
right.
hell of it. But thanks to all the great sponsors, everybody involved, the fans, y'all come out big numbers. I mean, seriously, y'all always do. The drivers, a whole field of them, about 26 of them started, 2 of them decided to watch the Super Bowl, but it is what it is. 26 of them going here in Atlanta. Hell of a turnout for a season opener for Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series. So the fans and drivers, y'all come out big numbers. BJ Lane III, Scott, Bobby Joe, all of them allowing us to come back, wanting us to come back, asking, wanting us, me and Jim, to come back and broadcast these races for y'all on the Sunday nights. It's an honor. I mean, we are humbled. It is a pleasure to come in here and call these races for you, the fans, and also for the drivers that put on a hell of a show each and every Sunday night. For my good buddy, Big Jim, cut it in half, co-commentating and producing. On the Redneck Announcer, Jake Reeves said, as always, say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Heart to Heart's back, baby. Hot Atlanta's over. Get them 6 shooters out. We're going to Texas Motor Speedway next Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Motormouth broadcasting Heart to Heart Season 11. Oh, it's in my heart, baby. I'm ready. Are you?